Hello everyone and namaste. This is Anubha Tikariha and I'm only 19 years old. Well, I'm glad that B-Star Studio has given me this chance to present myself. And also thank you so much B-Star Studio for asking me such a good question. And that question is, what are your views on the status of women in society of present India? Well, we all know that in earlier times, women were inferior to the men due to their high scriptures. And also women were considered as the caretakers of the home, but now the scenario has been completely changed. We can see the slow and steady rise of the women in every field. Women are not only constricted to cooking food and take care of the household, but also they have to step out from their comfort zone, have to create their own images. In short, we can term it as women empowerment. Now, the society has been changed its view and its stand, the way it look at women due to their progress achieved by the women in every fields. Kalpana Chawla, Sushma Swaraj, Manushi Children, Priyanka Chopra are the great examples of it. Why do we celebrate Women's Day? Women's Day is celebrated not to glorify the beauty and the grace of the woman, but also it create awareness among people regarding the safety of women. The status of the woman in the society has now greatly improved, and also there are many women who are holding higher and great positions in the government offices as well as private companies. Thank you.
My name is Baishali Sonowal and I'm from Guwahati, Assam. At first, I would thank my judges for giving me such a wonderful question that what is the present status of women in society of present India? Well, I would put my answer saying that woman is the epitome of courage, love, and sacrifice. For example, mother, the way she sacrifices for her family and for her children. Daughter, the way she sacrifices for her parents. And also in the olden days, women suffered a lot as she fell prey to childhood marriage, dowry, and she wasn't financially independent. She was dependent on her husband or on her father. She wasn't allowed to go to school for education. She was locked in her home or in a house, and she was only meant to be a housewife. But nowadays, in present India, in 21st century, woman is powerful, and she is not only at par with men but also has surpassed men in every field. She is now a one-man army. She has made her own world. From beauty pageants winners like Priyanka Chopra, like world champion Mary Kom, and also like to Pratibha Patil, the President of India. They have made their own world. They have proved that not only woman is made to take care of the house or of the children or being a housewife, they can also take care of the country. Gunjan Saxena, the way she proved herself, the way they fought every struggle of their life. Woman in present India can be called a one-man army. She's powerful and she is confident. Well, with this, I would say that women in present India can be called a one-man army. No doubt they're housewife, but still, they are the epitome of courage. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone, my name is Geetika Athaley. I am from Raipur, Chhattisgarh. My topic is Women in Society of Present India. According to me, women are getting stronger day by day. They are breaking their cocoons. They are showing their potential, their efficiency. As per present scenario, we are very thankful to government who are supporting, who are giving great opportunities for women. Women have changed all these years. They have changed a lot. They are managing their work, their career, everything very wonderfully. As I talked about the change, the major and the big change has to come in men's perspective to see a woman and to judge her. As we still know that we doubt ourselves when we see a lady driver or a lady boss, our perspective change. And again, the responsibility here to change minds is on a woman, because I think that woman has the power to change minds. I think that can change many things and a more welcoming attitude towards women.
Hello everyone, I am Khushi Santwani, a proud contestant of B-Star Beauty Pageant organized by B-Star Studios. My question is, what are your views on the status of women in the society of present India? Critically analyze. Firstly, thank you for the question. So nowadays, if it's about women, the only thing people are talking about is how women should be empowered in the society, and they feel great about it. But I think that aren't women already the most powerful? I mean, they are entrepreneurs, they are creating the future of the country. And when it comes to women empowerment, they were not actually the two words I knew a lot about. Because as a woman, I never felt that I needed to be empowered. I believe we women can change the world. We have overcome many obstacles and we have reached the same level as men have. So, people needs to realize that there are no longer any barriers amongst us. I hope in future no one knows the meaning of women empowerment. We don't need these words because women are equal to men. Thank you.
Hello everyone, today I'm going to be answering the question that has been given to me. When I think about my views about this current status of women in our society, you know what, I can really not say them in some small, simple sentences because it is not simple. There's a section of our women who have overcome their struggles and made sure that the people around her know that she's just not a mere item to be married off or a machine to give birth to children. She's something more. She is her own identity. She is a name and she is worth everything. But then we have a section of women still in our society whose status is nothing but just a doormat. A doormat for the family to be used and abused. She struggles every day to make her own family realize her worth. But if you see in an overall perspective, then the status has progressed. Because you know what? The woman who is struggling is also struggling because she's not remaining silent. She's speaking. And the woman who has been able to make all the people around her realize her worth has also been able to do that because she was not silent. She stood up for herself and she overcome the struggles. So basically we women have progressed in the society. Our status has progressed. We're no longer just silent human beings. But it's true, there's a long way to go. But I'm sure just like before, generations of women have overcome the struggles. We will too overcome all the struggles soon. Thank you.
Everyone, my name is Miss.Divya Fulzele and I am a part of Miss B Start Studio. I am from Chandrapur, the Black Gold City in Maharashtra. The question is, what are your views on status of women in society of present India critically analyzed? The answer is, status of Indian women began to change radically during the modern period. Historically, the period after 1750 AD is known as modern period. The status of Indian women during this period can be divided into two stages. The first stage is status of women during the British in India, and the second is the status of women in post-independent in India. The first is the quality of life of women during this period remain more or less the same. Some substantial progress was achieved in eliminating inequalities between men and women in education, employment, social rights, and so on. Some social evils such as child marriage, sati system, prohibition of widow marriage, etc., which were a great hurdle in the path of women's progress, were either controlled or removed by suitable legislation. The second is the status of Indian women has radically changed since independence, and cultural changes provided equality of opportunities to women in education, employment, and political participation. With the help of these changes, exploitation of women to be a great extent was reduced. More freedom and better oriented were provided to women's organizations to pursue their interests. The centuries of slavery were over. Today, women want equality, education, and recognition. The advancement of women is the most significant fact of modern India. Gandhiji once said, "Woman is the noblest of Goddess creation, supreme in her own sphere of activity." These words are blossoming now. Thank you.
Stars don't hold your destiny. It's you and your hard work that takes you towards your destiny. Namaste. Greetings to my jury members. My name is Neha Thakur and the question given to me was, what are your views on the status of women in society of present India? My answer to this question is in following steps. Firstly, I would like to say that the status of women in society of present India has been changed since a long span. Women in India have right and freedom to stand for herself and take her own decision. Women in India have right to educate themselves and choose the field in that they want their career to be. Women in India are not only handling the duty of a mother, wife or a daughter, but on other hand they are becoming the front face of different fields. Some of the most famous tycoons are as following. Nita Ambani, chairman and the founder of Reliance Company; Aditi Gupta, co-founder of Menstrupedia; Vandana Luthra, founder of VLCC. The girls coming from a tribal area or a village area are also becoming the front face of different fields. I have an example. Indian Rihanna, whose real name is Rene Kujur, has become a sensation and a tycoon in Indian fashion model. She has done a great hard work and become a tycoon in modeling industry. So at last I would like to say that what's done is done. We can't reward it, but we can change our future by changing our thinking. So just change your thinking and think bigger. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Nikita R Savalgimath. I am from Hubballi, Karnataka. I am the finalist of Miss B-Star Studio B2 pageant 2021. My question is, what are your views on the status of women in the society of present India? My answer is, my views on the status of women in the society of present India is unfair because there are a lot of issues faced by the women like dowry harassment, women harassment, rape, abuse, not providing a proper facilities of education to her, female foeticide, which is stopping her to grow. This has to be stopped by removing all the negativity, negative mentality, so that a woman can achieve in her life, as every girl plays a motherly role in her family to take responsibilities and she has right to get educated. Every woman has to be respected and she has to be supported in her way so that she can grow and achieve many great things and to be successful in her life. Thank you.
A country where even the most optimistic and successful woman is expected to take care of her family first is the actual situation of women in India. Namaskar, my name is Nishtha Shrivastava and I really feel that the society is still stained with the fact that women gets equal opportunities in our country. This is just a myth in newspapers and magazines. The middle class women of India is still struggling to create opportunities for herself as the society does not let her fly with the opportunities that are created for the other gender. I feel that the basic problem does not lie with gender discrimination, but it lies with the women in the house itself. Because a woman in the house might not always support the other women living in the same house, and that's where the actual problem arises. So I would say, to make sure that every lady of this beautiful diverse country flies high in the blue sky, we need to not only educate men of the house, but also the women of the house to give equal opportunities and equal respect to women in their house. I also suggest that any lady should not be judged on the clothes that she wears, but she should be judged on the confidence and the beauty she holds. Thank you.
Hello everyone, hope you all are safe and doing great. I am Radhika from the royal city of Patiala in the state of Punjab. Currently, I am pursuing my Bachelor of Business Administration from Alliance University, Bangalore. The question given to me is to present my views on status of women in society of present India by critically examining the same. So, I would like to start with a quote by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru when he says, "In order to awaken the people, it is the women who needs to be awakened. Once she is on move, the family moves, the village moves and the nation moves." There used to be a period when women were treated the residual of the society. It took centuries for the people to realize that women are no different than men in accomplishing any task. Yes, it is true that the Indian constitution does not make any distinction between men and women in law, but a piece of paper can never be enough to change the patriarchal mindset of Indian population. Fortunately, from past 2 years, many steps were being taken in order to improve the status and progress, although happening slowly. Still, in many parts of India, a lot of women are devoid of many opportunities, and I believe that it is the youngsters like us who needs to buckle up in order to completely amend this dismal status of Indian society. And at last, I would like to give message to all the women out there, कदम से कदम तू मिला रही हर मर्द से, आंख मिलाती है तू हर दर्द से, तुझी से आज तुझी से कल है, हर मुश्किल का तेरे पास हल है. Thank you.
Hello, myself Rupali Bose. I am from Baishali Sonowal. My answer is the status of women in complex society. Life inside isn't uniform as of late. The conventional roles of women have experienced a five changes because of financial women have experienced needs and a five individuals were made to convey a possibility and standard women's comment to the gender development and improvement of society. These papers research whether the women in India are having some status and rights as are asserting are having some status right as we are asserting in regards to equality education, health, labor in regards gender related religions and culture and so on. The present examination is identified with status of women in Indian society formed additionally day with today. It gives significance on the situation of women in work circumvention. It features on female of 80 side. Low education level of women's law. Nursing status, women's law in basic leadership. Their situation according to Indian convention and show on the paper additionally gives presentation on number of rendering women in all out workplace.
I believe if you follow your passion, success always follow you, and that's why I'm here today. Namaste, I'm Sayli Patil from the beautiful city of Palghar, Maharashtra. I'm girl of 21 and I'm pharmacist by profession and model by fashion. And my question is, what are your views on status of women in society of present India? Well, thank you for the question, judges. And my answer in present India, women are given a very good position, but not all parts in India. Still, women are made to get married before 18 and uneducated in some rural areas, but exactly opposite in urban areas, women progressed in all fields. They also having a seats on politics and having a position in election. In all whole India, women should be made to get educated and stand on their own legs. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone, Namaste. My name is Sejal sonkusale. I am the contestant of Vista Beauty Pageant. Thank you for the lovely question. My question is, what are your views on the status of women in present India? According to me, women are capable to do everything she wants to. Women are self-dependent and financially dependent. They can take their own decisions too. Nowadays in India, women are entering in all kinds of professions. Despite progress, the fact that women, along with being achiever, expected to fulfill their role as a wife, as a mother, and taking care of their homes too. Although men and women are equal now, but the crime against women are not decreases yet. If a woman wants to go at night, she has to think 10 times before going. There is still the mentality of people are not hasn't changed much. and there is still a large number of women are uneducated and married off before the age of 18. There is a lot to talk on this topic, but there is a time limitations here. So thank you so much. Have a nice day.
The empowered woman is powerful beyond measure and beautiful beyond description. Namaste, I'm Soumya Setty. I hail from Bangalore city. I'm one of the contestants of B-Star Beauty Pageant, and my question for this round is, what are your views on the status of women in the society of present India? Critically analyze. I believe that the condition of the woman of the modern times has been improved compared to the condition of the woman of the olden times. Women are now given education, they are given the right to freedom of expression, they are provided scholarship to pursue the careers they like. 1/3 of the seats are reserved for women in the Lok Sabha and in the legislative assemblies. But yet, the growth of rural women is slower compared to the growth of urban women. This is because the stereotype mindset of the rural people that women should only look after household chores and should take care of the family. Women also face problems like dowry, physical violence, female foeticide. To tackle such problems, we need to create the awareness of women empowerment in the society, not only to improve the status of women, but also to help for the overall economic growth and for the formation of human capital. Through this, we can create great female personalities like Manushi Chiller, Arundhati Roy, Seema Rao, Mary Kom, etc. Thank you.
Namaste. My name is Surbhi and I'm a BB student. My hobbies are painting, dancing. My question is, what is my views on the present state of women of India? In early times, the stage of women in India was inferior to men on the practical life. They are considered as the perfect homemaker in the world with their incomparable quality of calmness of mind. They can easily handle the toughest situation. They are fully devoted to their families. They are preached in the name of Durga, Parvati, and Saraswati. In the last census carried out by the Indian government, there are only 933 women for every 1000 male in India. Traditionally, Indian women are considered as the perfect home takers, and everyone thinks that they are good for nothing. They can only take care of families, their children and husband, and everyone who are in their home and who are the relatives. But in modern time, the things are totally changed. They are handling the toughest situation, and many of the women uh, are handling high rank posts in government offices and in private companies. In time to time, we are changing and understanding that men's and women's are equal in world, and we should support women's also. And thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Suruchi Singh, a proud contestant of Miss BE Star Online Pageant Season 2. I hail from a beautiful city, Mumbai, and I am working as a software engineer by profession and a model by passion. Thank you so much judges for this wonderful question. Well, everybody have different approaches about the status of women in society of present India. But asked about my views, I would like to say you that the status of Indian women is still like a seesaw. At one time when we see Indian women are reaching at the highest rank, the next moment we see the threatening, rape cases and insult that she is facing from. Yet, the status of Indian women is imbalanced because the reason is India is still a developing country as the equality and rights are still not achieved by her. The working women are increasing in corporate world, but at the same time when we see in villages, women have still not achieved the position that they could reach. And there are so many places in India that girls are not allowed to take birth and they are killed inside the womb. Just because their gender is female. I believe that the status of woman does not depend on the constitution or government. It also depends on the people around her. And the reason why we always hear feminism rather than manism, because she has so many restrictions into this society. So I would just like to tell you that every woman in India should be able or allowed to achieve their goal and to make her own decision. And that will be the day when India we will call as a developed country instead of developing country. And someone have well said, an educated man can feed a family, but an educated woman can speed its growth. So everyone, let's bring diversity, equality and unity. Thank you so much.
A very warm greetings to all my lovely jury members. This is Swastika Shikhar. First of all, thank you for giving me an opportunity to answer this question. So according to me, the status of women in today's society has changed a lot. Before, women were not allowed to do what they like, were not allowed to go out alone, were not allowed to take their own decisions, were not allowed to do anything which can make them superior to the men, were considered as burden. But in today's world, it's totally different. We are no more considered as burden. I'm sitting here as a live example. Yes, I'm allowed to go out alone. Yes, I'm allowed to take my own decisions. I'm allowed to choose my own profession. I'm allowed to make my own decisions. I'm allowed to chase my passion. So, yeah, I can proudly say the society has changed their views on women. And the status of women in today's world has changed a lot. Yes, I can proudly say, yes, I'm a proud Indian who can proudly say that there is no more discrimination between men and women in our country. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much for the question, and I received very interesting question. There are some positive points as well as some negative points in previous time and present time too. And I will go with some positive points. Woman. Woman is equal to most sensitive, caring and powerful. In earlier time, women are considered as a perfect homemaker. They have to follow some rule, they have to face some restriction, they have to follow some traditional etc. But now, time is changed. Women are independent, they are confident, they tolerate less, they are outspoken, and I love to say this. I do not wish women to have a power over a man, but over themselves. Thank you.
Namaste. My name is Trisha and I am hailing from the beautiful city of Joy, Kolkata. First of all, I would like to thank our honorable judges for framing such a wonderful question. Coming to my answer, being born in a developing nation like India, I have often heard about many stories and incidents which tell us about the woman operation and the malpractices in the past. Thanks to all the great gems of our nation who stood against these malpractices and at the same time strived hard to take out the darkness from the nation and bring in the light. Today, women have developed a lot. They have transformed themselves, especially women of the urban areas. The urban women have changed their lifestyle from being a mere homemaker to a multitasking modern woman who take up the responsibilities without any fear. Women today handle their duties and their chores at home, at the same time manage a career outside their home, nurture the children and balance their family lives as well as their professional lives. Women today are independent, they take up their right decisions boldly, stand up for their rights and at the same time walk in the path of success. At present, women are also given the opportunity to pursue their education up to degree level. They are discouraged from getting married at an early age. The government also grants special education rights to the women who come from poor background. As of now in India, the status of women has been increased immensely. Women are holding high officials and high posts in government offices and in private companies. This proves that women can do much better than men if they are given the proper opportunities.
Let your positivity inspire confidence in others. My warm wishes to all jury members present here there. Namaste, my name is Veronica Jurry, a proud participant of Miss B-Star Season 2 presented by B-Star Studio. Thank you for giving me such a wonderful question. I want to tell every woman that her voice can change the world. At the present India, the situation of a woman are great and good enough because we are doing hard work for ourselves and achieving such a great things. We have many ideals since politics to beauty contest. But most important thing is we accepted ourselves as a woman, and we are the important part of the society. But at the same time, we are still same because we are just women. We face many worse problems like teasing, molestation, rape, acid attacks, and blackmailing for ourselves. Just because our body appearance changes at the age of 12 to 15 and we start bleeding, and we face many problems. Those 7 to 8 days pain are worst. It's like dying. But then also we work hard for our family, for our society, for ourselves to achieve something. No matter it's a housewife or it's a working woman, we are doing both same. And we are doing such a great thing in our life. Me as a woman, I want to say that if we women determine that we can do anything, we can. With our focus, hard work and determination. At last, I want to say that no matter it's a girl or it's a boy, we compete our life challenge individually because we both are human beings. Thank you.